What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Hopefully you guys are having a wonderful day. For today's video, what we're gonna do is we're gonna be actually working on that Lancer. If you guys remember, I told you guys that I was gonna be working on Andy's brother Lancer. I had to diagnose it and see what was wrong with it. So that's what we are gonna do today. Man, it sounds echoey in here because there are no cars in here. I don't think I've ever seen a garage with no cars in here, but yeah, guys, let's get I'll check out my calendar I got. What do you guys think about the new Evolution concept? I don't like it, but whatever, right? But we are gonna be working on that Lancer, but I have to diagnose it, so I have to move the Evo and then pull the Lancer. Well, actually, let's go drive the Lancer to see if we can figure out what's wrong with it. They dropped it off and they're like, he told me, he's like, hey, can you check it out, bro, and see what might be wrong with this. So we're gonna go ahead. We got the key right here and check it out, the Lancer. Well, let's check out his plate. I like the plate watch. Check it out. Hey, not an Evo. The funny thing is that this guy does have an Evo. He has actually has a really nice Evo 8 red, my favorite color, and it's awesome. And the cool thing about this is you walk in and it actually does have an Evo steering wheel, and it has an Evo cluster, and bam, it's even got the Recaro. Yeah, man, I mean, it's not an Evo, but it's got some features like an Evo. Let's see if we can get this. This Lancer has a trick to turning on. I think it's like right away or halfway on the key. I always struggle with it, but it has a trick. Alrighty, guys, I got it on after a little bit. So, oh, already we got a no-no. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but watch when I press the clutch. I don't know if you guys can hear that or not, but I guess let's go drive it and see what we can figure it out. Got a cool Pokeball. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. Oh my God. All right. All right, so I know we got one thing coming, and that is a clutch, guys. It needs a clutch bad. The clutch is slipping like a move. But that is one thing. Check that out. As I drive, just driving it around the block. But when you try to accelerate, the clutch is slipping. Just slipping. Alrighty, guys. So it definitely needs a clutch. And he just wants to get it right, you know. I mean, obviously he said it was his good daily, but he said it was running like that, so he's like, hey, can you check it out and just, you know, let me know what's wrong with it, and we got to get it fixed. So we need a clutch for sure, and he wants to get all the maintenance parts done, so might as well, while we're in the clutch, we can go ahead and do everything else. Timing, spark plugs, accessory belts, seals, gaskets, all the good stuff. So it didn't take very long to figure out what was wrong with it. The clutch is definitely gone. I kind of noticed that when I turned on the car. So yep, we're gonna start on this today, guys. So let's get this bad boy out of the way. There's no difference between mine and that Lancer. Alrighty, guys, we have the Lancer in the garage. So plan for today is I want to get this engine out at least. So that is my plan for today. So I got my batteries charging up over there, getting ready to kick some ass. So I'm gonna go ahead, lift this car up, put it on jack stands, and start draining fluids and unhooking everything. So y'all know what time it is. Let's get it. So I have the car up in the air. I'm gonna start draining all the fluids, which is radiator, motor oil, and transmission fluid. Once we have that, I'm gonna start taking all this off, and we'll go from there, guys. So let me get onto it, and we'll catch you guys in a little bit. Alrighty, guys, a little update. I have the radiator out. I drained the radiator out already. Almost there with a harness. So right now I'm trying to take off the slave, and then I'm gonna take off the shifter cables, and then we'll keep going, guys. So just a little update for you guys, and catch you guys in a bit. Alright, little update. AC hose is off, power steering hose off. I have the complete harness off. Shifter cables are off, all the water lines are off. The only thing that's holding this motor is motor mounts and axles. So it doesn't take very long, to be honest. It's pretty easy. I've only been at it like maybe 45 minutes. So alrighty, guys, so I have the axles out on both sides. I'm gonna go ahead and grab the cherry picker. That's the only thing that's left. I have that little ground that I have to remove right there, but other than that, she's ready to come out. Just let go of all the motor mounts, and we should be able to get her out. There's a lot of space here, so it's nothing like the Evo. Obviously it's a whole complete different engine, but I mean I love when I have a bunch of clearance, and it's a lot easier to work with. Look at all this space. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab the cherry picker and then hook her up, and we'll be ready to go. Alrighty, guys, so the motor is out, and that was goal for today. Tomorrow we're gonna go ahead and take it apart, take all that apart, do the timing. You might as well while you're there, so I'm gonna call them up, let them know we're gonna do the timing, and take off the transmission, check out the clutch. I'm sure it's pretty toasted in there. So yeah, guys, we met our goal. Engine is out, and that's what it looks like. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean it up, guys, and I will catch you guys tomorrow when we get this going to put it back in the car. So see you guys in 24 hours, guys. Alrighty, guys, we are back in the garage. So I'm gonna go ahead and unmount this transmission. So you guys see we got the engine out. So I'm gonna go ahead and unbolt this transmission so we can check out what the clutch looks like. You guys saw that I test drove the car, and that's what my guess is. It's slipping like crazy, so my guess is the clutch it's done. So yeah, just a couple of bolts to unmount this transmission. I'm gonna go ahead and unmount it, and then we'll check it out. Alrighty, so there is the transmission off. Like I told you guys, it's really simple. Just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 little bolts, and that's what does it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and inspect everything real quick. You know, he did get me new parts, and let me show you guys. Alright, so these are all the parts that I'm going to be replacing. I'm also going to hit him up, and I'm going to tell him that I want to change all of his accessory belts, and I also drained all the fluids in his transmission because it looked pretty bad. Check it out, that was still leaking a little bit on the floor, and that was a transmission fluid, so we should change that out. We should also change the oil pan gasket and change all the accessory belts. But this is for some of the parts he already brought me. So here's your new clutch. We're gonna go do the whole timing, the whole timing thing with the water pump. So there's a new timing belt, there's a new water pump in there. So we're gonna be doing all that as well. And there's your water pump gasket, water pump, and what is this? Looks like a tensioner for the timing belt. But yeah, we got that kit there. We have your clutch, and I'm guessing this is like a probably like a valve cover gasket or something. Let's see what it is. Rear main seal set. Okay, so that's, he also brought me the rear main seal where the clutch goes. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull off this pressure plate so we can really look at this clutch, because I bet it looks nasty. Alright, you guys ready to open the front door? There she goes. Alright. And yep. This clutch is done. See this side right here? That's what was slipping like a mother. This right here is completely gone. So that's why it was slipping so bad, and you can also even hear all the springs moving like crazy. So yep, this clutch is done. It's a good time to switch it out. So clutch is done. Pressure plate don't look too bad. But yeah guys, let's go ahead and we're gonna pop her open real quick. Alright, so I did remove the flywheel because I do have to replace the rear main seal. So you can tell right there, it looks like it's been leaking for a bit. So it's pretty easy to take off. You have to take off these two little 10 bolts. These are going to drop down because it's holding it up here, and then you have to take off these 4. Once you let off those 4 and these 2 down here, this little plate will come off, and then we'll be able to pop that seal out and pop the new one in. But yeah guys, I have to run to the store to get some cleaners. I'm out so I can clean all this up, and then I also have to get a little bit of RTV silicone, because right here there's a little bit of a little gasket that goes right here that we have to put on. So, and I think I'm out as well. Used it all up on the Evo, so gonna make a little quick run to the store, and I'll be right back. Alrighty guys, so I have the rear main seal installed already. I'm gonna go ahead and throw the clutch on, and then we'll throw the transmission back on. So I will catch you guys in a little bit when I throw all that back on, and then we're gonna flip it over, and we can start doing the whole timing and all that stuff. So let's get to it. So we have the clutch on. I'm gonna go ahead and start taking all this apart, all the belts off, and then we'll take off the whole timing cover stuff, and we'll get the timing belt and water pump done. So let's. Alrighty guys, check it out. So I have the timing belt off. Everything is on lined up. So on this one, it's a little different since it's a single cam. So your timing mark is that little crack, I guess you can say. So that little mark right there has to match this little arrow looking thing, and then down here you have that little dot that has to match this up here. Actually has like a little groove on the gear on the back, like a little plate I mean, and it has to match that little dot right there. So it's on those are your timing marks. This one's actually really simple. This is your tensioner. You just pretty much throw it on, and this little spring right here is what gives you your tension. So that's it. It's pretty simple, pretty straightforward. I just pulled off the water pump, so I'm gonna go ahead and clean all this up right here, and then I'm gonna throw in that new if I can find it. Lost it already? God damn it. I lose everything up in this motherfucker. Oh, there it is. It's right here. So yeah guys, I'm gonna go ahead and clean this up real quick, and then I'll catch you guys when I slap the new one on. Alrighty, so I have a timing belt on. So I have water pump and timing belt on, so she's nice and and tight. So all that's left is just put everything back, the timing covers, the crank pulley, and I gotta throw the transmission back on and she'll be ready to drop in. Easy peasy. Alright, we have all the timing covers back on and all the serpentine belts. I'm gonna go ahead and throw on the transmission now, and once I throw the transmission on, she's ready to go back in. Alrighty, there she is, all ready to go back in. All I gotta do is pull the car out and then she'll be ready to go back in. So pretty easy, guys, just little maintenance stuff, nothing serious. So one last thing I gotta do, guys, is change the oil pan gasket. As you can see, it's a little wet, so we're gonna go ahead and change that real quick. So we'll pull this off real fast and change it. So I have the car pulled out. I'm gonna go ahead and drop this bad boy in and replace the oil pan gasket. Here's all the RTV that I took off of it. Usually it did have just nothing but RTV, and that's like the same thing that I put on my Evo, just they don't make a gasket for it, but he actually found a gasket for it, so we're gonna go ahead and put her on. I don't have a lot of faith in the gaskets. I'd rather put RTV, but we'll see. They're a little hard, but we'll see if it works. It's on there now, so go ahead and throw this bad boy in, and I'll catch you guys when it's in. So we got the motor in. So now all that's left is plug up all the harness, and then throw the radiator on, connect a couple of hoses over here, some AC lines, throw in axles, and then we'll be done, guys. So I'm gonna handle that real quick. By the way, check out. Ooh, you were looking sexy. Ooh. Yep. Alrighty, guys, I'm gonna get this done. Check out my mess, man. I need a epoxy, or I forget what it's called, but I need to do this floor so it doesn't look like this, because it's terrible from all the, there's oil, sweat, blood, tears in this floor. So might as well just keep it, right? Why am I gonna mess with it? Alrighty, let me get to this. So I do have axles in and all the motor mounts are set, so I forgot I had to change the what's it called? Valve cover gasket, so I'm gonna change it up real quick. It didn't get bolted down right, so that's why it was leaking. So I'm gonna throw this on real quick, and then we'll keep going with the whole harness. So we are done, guys. I have everything put together. I'm gonna go ahead and give her the first start. Let's start it up. Make sure nothing is leaking. Make sure everything engages good how it's supposed to. Always a little trick for this car. Alrighty, we have her on. She's purring like a kitty. We got the heater on going right now, so I can the only thing that I didn't have was coolant, antifreeze, so I'm putting some water in right now, and I'll have him drain it and put his coolant when he buys some. But she's sounding good, guys. She's purring. So I just gotta go take her off for a little spin, make sure everything's good, all the gears go in. And yeah, guys. Let's see. So we got her going for a test drive. All the gears going good. We have speed now. That clutch was slipping really bad. Wouldn't let you go anywhere. I hear a plastic rubbing over by the wheel. Gotta check that out right now. I don't know if you guys can hear it, little plastic. But yeah, guys, she's running good. We'll go ahead and take her on the street, on the actual street. get her up to like maybe 40 miles per hour, 60. I'm riding hoodless, boy. See if anybody wants to pull up, and we can do a second gear pull. So there she is, guys. She's running hella good. Now we have speed. Now he can actually get on the highway. He said it would take him forever to catch speed on this thing because the clutch was slipping so bad. So she's ready. I'm gonna put the hood on. I'm gonna call him up and let him know his car is ready. Give him his daily back. I wouldn't mind this daily. I would probably just paint the outside a different color than the baby blue, but I wouldn't mind daily in this thing. It's pretty clean, and I'm sure it's super gas efficient, so I wouldn't mind daily in this thing at all. Alrighty guys, the Lancer is ready to go home and she's all set, so I'm gonna hit up Andy's brother and tell him he can come pick up his car. That is gonna be the end of this video, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you guys did, please hit that like button. If you guys are not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. And also another thing, me and Mr. LFA TV, we are gonna be hosting another meet and sometime in February, so stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for details. If you guys do not follow me on Instagram, please follow me at 4G63Addict. And if you guys don't follow Mr. LFA TV, follow him at LFA TV. So stay tuned, guys, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Have a good one.